Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm back with my first ever storytime video. I've been watching quite a few of those and I have, this is probably my craziest story ever. So why not just tell it to you? And yeah, so why does my shirt look so weird? But yeah, so I haven't really decided on the title of this video, so you just see it down below. But I think it's the first, the time where I sold a guy with a foot fetish my old socks, which probably wasn't a very smart thing to do. Not when I was 14, naive, and I didn't know what a foot fetish was. I didn't even know this guy. Okay, yeah, I'll just continue with it. But yeah, so the context is that I was 13 or 14. I was really quite young at the time. I didn't know what a foot fetish was. In fact, I didn't even know until last year when one of my classmates actually had a foot fetish. Yeah, but I didn't know at all what a foot fetish was, so just keep that in mind throughout the video. But yeah, so when I was 13 or 14, I was actually really broke. My parents gave me insufficient money for me to go out with my friends and stuff. It was enough to eat, but not enough for spending, you get. So I made a Carousell account, which is a platform to buy and sell things. It's a Singaporean platform, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, I used Carousell and I listed a lot of stuff. I listed books, stationery, everything. And I listed, if I'm not wrong, last time I listed new school socks from my secondary school and my primary school, because I have a whole ton of them. I have I think I still have them in my cupboard right now. Literally right now it's in my cupboard. So yeah, I have a lot of them and I was like, why not just sell them, why not just sell them? So yeah, but the thing is that this guy, he offered, when you start a conversation with someone over one of their listings that you want to buy, he did it over boxcar children. I'll put the convo right here. And so was kind of a bit sketch when he said he wanted socks for his personal collection, because I asked him if it was for his school project. Pull up the chat here. Yeah, so at that time I was actually quite naive, actually, because I was so broke and I was just struggling to make some money. So I legit just I was fine with whatever. If he had said I'll pay you, come to my house and play, I'll be yeah, sure. So yeah, I'm literally a textbook person of what they tell you not to be when you're talking to strangers online. And okay, so the thing about him was that he said, hey, would you mind taking them off in front of me? Yeah, I put up the convo here if I can find it. And yeah, so I was a little bit sketched by now. I was like, this is something not right. And use socks. And he's like, oh, wear them for a week or what? Take your shoes off. I'll make them dirty. Something about that. But just make them dirty or wear them for a week. And I was a bit sketched. I was like, But yeah, he asked me to offer the price. So I was like, this old socks $5, and I realized, what the heck, I should have asked for 50 or something. But anyway, I was such a stupid kid. But okay, anyway, he gave me extra money also to buy new socks for the long term. I didn't realize it was a long term thing. But yeah, so so I think that's enough. I'm just gonna talk about our first meetup. And yeah, oh wait, no, there's more. So the more we talked, the more he was able to get the information about me, because we had to meet up. So I told him my location, my house, not my house location, but the location of in general where I'm staying, and in general where my school. I mean, he really knows my school, because I told him when I was asking him for the socks. And anyway, he was able to get out so much information from me. I just realized when I was reading through, hey, this is not information to share with a stranger. Because the more we talked, the more he was able to get out from me. He found out, my all my extracurriculars in secondary school. He found out I had a leadership position, because the more we talk, the more and he was so smooth in trying to get information out of me. I didn't even realize. I was like, oh yeah, it's just casual. Then I was like, hey, wait, now I'm like, hey, wait, this is a bit oversharing. But yeah, so that's kind of the context, I don't know. So yeah, that's the setup. And then when we first met in under the block of one of my friends' houses. Like, yeah, so like it's a whole block of flats and it's a whole estate, and I told him to meet under my friend's like flat because I was like, hey, you know, maybe like I can go with her so it'll be a lot less sketchy. Yeah, so she couldn't make it, so I had to go alone. But before, when I was leaving the school with another friend, I told her, you know, call me if by 6, like call me or text me, and if I don't like text you back by 6 p.m, like call the police. Both of us knew it was like sketchy and like it was just weird. And yeah, so but I still did it anyway. But yes, then so I was really feeling like not good vibes. Like I was really feeling quite creeped out when I went there, and like it was actually quite quiet, the neighborhood. So I was a bit scared also. I was like, if anything happens to me, no one's gonna know. So yeah, I waited for him, and he turned up. He was such an awkward guy. He wasn't like how he talked to me on Carousel. He wasn't like the personality I expected him to be. But yeah, so anyway, I took off my shoes and my socks in front of him, and I felt so exposed doing it. He was just like staring at me, and I was like, yeah, so that was just what was going on in my heart. Like I was just so like nervous and stuff because it was so weird, like for me to be doing this in public with a stranger just staring at me. And yeah, then I just felt so uncomfortable, so I just took off my socks and I was like, do you want a plastic bag? He was like, no. I just took it, and he like sniffed it, and I was like, I've been wearing those socks for a week, bro. They stink. Like you asked me to, and I dirtied the soles of them like you asked me to. And yeah, so he gave me extra money than what I requested for, which was 10. So he gave me more than that, and he gave me money to buy new socks. Yeah, so I mean, thanks for being my sugar daddy. No, I'm kidding, but like, yeah, so so yeah, that was it. And then he just walked off, and I walked off, and the first meeting was alright. So because the first meeting was alright, I relaxed a lot. So the more I gave out my personal information, the more I was open to like chatting with him. So he was just talking about me. He was asking me if I had a boyfriend. He was asking me what out for dinner. He was asking me if I needed help with my homework. He was asking me a lot about school. I was asking him a lot about his NSF life or something. I don't know, maybe he wanted like, I don't know, I was just so creeped. Yeah, and did I mention, I asked him if I was the first he asked for, like, for socks. My room door just opened by itself. Be right back, closing it. But after that, our first meetup, I was like, this just, you know, do whatever. And I actually, you know, we began meeting up more and more. I think overall we met like 4 to 5 times. And the next, like one of those times, I was with an acquaintance for my extracurricular. And I went there with her, and like, as in, I didn't really want to go with her. She said like, you know, let's walk together to the, like, to take the MRT together. And I was like, which is the train? And I said, yes, sure. So, and I realized like I had to meet him. So I was like, so I made her wait, like, I made her wait there, and I told her I was selling some socks. And yeah, like, sorry, I think she had the impression that I was selling like new socks. So she didn't actually wait, she like followed. She actually like peeped to see what like the heck was going on, because I was so secretive about it. Like, and then she saw me, she saw basically the whole thing. She told like people from my extracurricular, she told people from my school. So basically like word kind of got out around the school. So yeah, that's why if I'm putting out on YouTube, like whatever, you know, because yeah. But yeah, so it was quite embarrassing for me. So after that, I think that was the last time I dealt with him. Like, I didn't feel like dealing with him, so I came up with a lot of excuses. I was telling him I had like, my parents didn't allow, in fact my parents didn't even know what's going on, which yeah. And then I told him about like stuff, I don't know, I was like, oh sorry I can't do this, sorry I can't do that, sorry I can't meet you anymore. So yeah, that was basically it. He asked me for my number, he found my Instagram. I didn't tell him my Instagram at all, and it wasn't the same name as my Carousel name. It was 2 different names. So I'm not really sure how he found it. He found my spam Instagram account also, and I was private there, and I don't know how he did it, but he did it. So I'm actually a little bit like, I was actually a lot weirded out after he like found me. I'm just now realizing how weird this is. But yeah, so basically a weird okay, I don't know if this is disrespectful, but this guy was really weird. And like I should have known better like when I was young, but I thought it was all normal and stuff. So now I realize I literally gave him like my whole life story, all my personal, no, I didn't give him my whole life story and not all my personal information, but for a stranger that is enough. Like, he knows my general area where I'm living, he knows my schools, my primary, my secondary school, he knows I'm not studying, he knows I don't have a boyfriend, he knows like I have a helper at home. Did I tell him I have a sister? No, I don't think so. Okay, that's good. Actually, nah, that's not a lot, but it's enough. And I can't find the Instagram conversation, so I can't pull it up. So I guess that was the time I dealt with a weird guy who had a foot fetish, and I sold my old socks to him, and I didn't know what the heck it was for. So actually, my whole take on this situation is I didn't know what the heck it was for. Like okay, I mean, it'd be weird to tell a stranger like, hey, I have a foot fetish, therefore I need you to wear the socks for me for a week and like take it off right in front of me and let me sniff it. But like that's weird to tell a stranger. But still, I was like 13 or 14, and he knew that I told him my level, what I was studying, and he knew that I didn't have a clue on what the heck it was, and he was just trying to get me to get more information out of me, get like my personal details. I knew like what not to share, like not my address, but he could have followed me easily. So that's my carousel horror story of that time and my whole take on it. And yeah, I'm not sure if I left some out because the photos are in my phone and I'm filming right now with my phone. So yeah, so I'll just, after this video, if I have any extra like information, I'll just put it out after the video. Yeah, and yeah, just stay safe, guys. Know what you're dealing with. Like, as in, I'm not sure if this was like really consensual, because I agreed to it. I didn't know what the heck it was for, and yeah, so I didn't know what the heck it was for. I didn't know what it was used for. I thought like, at the time I was like crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, like, is he gonna use my DNA or something to like frame me? So that was all I was thinking about. But you know, it was a foot fetish, I think, not like using my DNA for something. But yeah, so that's just this video. I hope you guys like the story time. Yeah, give it a thumbs up and comment down below, subscribe to my channel, I don't know. Yeah, so I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys on my next week's video. Bye.